Let's try and find our dad again. Let's try and find our dad again. Whoops. Let's try and find our dad again. Whoops. Let's try. I'm sorry. I had my Twitch open for a hot second there. Fixed it. Jesus. Right, fists.
Far greater gods than I once wielded you.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah, your special becomes on the other cutter. It will give 20 damage. Sure.
Grant me the aspect of Demeter.
Ooh, prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. Yes, yes, yes. Oh.
Something's added to the fated list.
Oh. Son of the god of the dead shall someday break free from the realm which was used in using each of the infernal arms. The son of the gods of the dead shall someday harness the ancient aspect of the infernal arm. Son of the god of the dead shall someday break free from the realm which he was under in many conditions of the past punishment. And son of the god of the dead shall someday break free from the realm in which he was one more influenced by old men town ruined him by the miracle. Okay.
The pact can tell I have Malphon this time.
Sure. Oh no, I haven't been leaving sticks with them though. So I'll
Not a chance.
I'll do it without any modifiers first. If I do it first game,
Declared
I'll
or
do it.
judged and sent to Asphodel, Elysium, or Tartarus. We keep the process neat and orderly. Everyone gets in, no one gets out.
Except for me. Uh-huh.
I'll show you neat and orderly.
Ooh. That's nice.
You've had a brush with Megara the Fury, haven't you? Oh, I know a thing or two about that one. Though lately we Olympians no longer mingle with those living in the underworld. You're the only exception.
Oh, don't I say my fault. More damage in inflict weak. Yeah! Stronger hits. Even deeper behind that. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing okay in this new year?
Oh, good.
Ooh. Look! I'm a daedalus! If I see the hammer, I will go for the hammer.
See that, Malphon?
Ooh, 2 new ones. Breaking Frost, your dash strike pierces foes and deals 900 damage to armor. Nice. Your dash strike deals 60% damage added to attack sequence. Your dash upper deals 100 damage in an area. 100% damage in an area. Let's go for Breaching Frost.
Perfect.
Ooh, little hearts. Didn't notice that before. Let's see how Senator reacts to having her fists shown off.
sun appears. I too once lost a child, Zagreus. I was quite foolish with her from the start. Her father was a base-born farm boy. Worshipped me. He's gone as well, of course. Only the cold remains.
Oh. This will be it. Any part, any part, any part. Ah, Central. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't get hit by the trap. The worst way to do it. I don't feel about getting hit this second time anyway.
That's a relief.
There's a fishing spot. Fish, 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 fish. Fishy? What? Or is that just the sound of the heart makes? I haven't picked up a lot of central hearts. Yeah, no, I guess not. Hmm. What you know? Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
Gemstones. Let's see here. Time to break you to bits.
The powerful attack. Holy moly! That just chewed through the armor.
Oh, so you've already heard from Aphrodite, have you, nephew? Understandable. But first things first. Now let me add a little something to all that.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it.
The sea god's might.
I'll take most impervious quality, to be honest.
Power of Olympus.
Stronger attack. Ooh. Next turn? Yes, no. Oh, good.
Guess I get a break. Too bad I can't bottle this stuff.
Don't say. Do I keep the money? Yes, I will try to keep the money to get the burn progressive stuff from here.
The power of the gods.
Oh, yeah, more strength.
Extra blessing.
Money. Oh. I wonder. Also, one sec. I gotta find this. Take a safety. Okay. Money. I'll go for money.
emerges.
You know what? Oh. Let's see if I will be able to do it. Yeah. You're not Ariadne. That's the what do you call it? That's the minus from this side, right? I think it is. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. All due respect, it's unfair that it's just in the air somewhere over there. I do think it's a little bit...
The venerable goddess of the seasons, Demeter, chooses to look as stately as can be. Can you believe it, dearest? Although, why one would mark so many fine lines upon their face, I wouldn't know.
Oh, Aphrodite, dear. You wouldn't know a thing of substance if it offered you a cloak. Your chosen countenance makes plain the full extent of your intentions and your interests alike.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, this is fire.
Two blessings are better than one.
Oh. I see.
Got a feeling it's Tisiphone this time.
Okay, sure.
Guess not.
You know something, Redblood? In retrospect, I should have known this wasn't going to be a quick job.
They say both gods and mortals are notoriously poor at estimating how long it takes to get anything done.
True.
Normally when I'm on the job, they grovel, then they scream. They shut up eventually, but not you. At least, not yet. Here.
Yeah, I don't think I would have. No. This is interesting. It's just like I don't think that's a good thing for me. Uh-oh! Jesus! Pardon. Electra is kind of the toughest for me because of her aggression.
Tell Meg I said hello.
Oh, so this weapon kind of demands unrivaled aggression.
Electro failed.
Yeah, she did.
Heading up. Ugh, this heat.
Yeah, I hate it, man. On my own, here we go. Okay. Come on. good. Ooh. His need for a point cannot be cannot be fully understood. He hoards the wealth, perhaps to build for himself a grisly superior river-carrying craft, based on all what else. The master artisan Daedalus once fashioned an artifact in honor of great fate, or perhaps in quiet irony. It's such a shame to think the fates of each of our very of our every outcome preordained, that they weave out our lives as but a secret fabric. I would much prefer to have been forged of bronze than stone. What is this? What do you want? Sure.
You thief.
I'm not a thief.
You lad, huh?
Blood and darkness.
There.
But Lawless seem to heed the orders of Lord Hades. They appear to recognize them as their want-for master. Yet at times they do good dependency, suggesting that they may have other things there within the underworld. Peculiar.
Where to?
Ooh!
On to the next one.
Good music.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm free to do as I may. No hunger, no sleep except dream. My old and warm, safe from harm. Hey there, hon. So what do you think? Pretty good tune, right? Don't
Yeah.
know how come everybody doesn't sing. Lightens the mood, passes the time. What's not to like?
It's a beautiful song. Even though you're angry with him, Orpheus, I mean, you're always singing still.
Oh, it's not Orpheus' song. You kidding me? This one's all mine. He always did like going on about how I'm his muse. Well, that's because I wrote half his songs for him. Bet he didn't mention that, did he?
Well, not exactly in those words, but Orpheus can be a little hard to pass.
He can be a little hard to tolerate. A quality I hope isn't going to rub off on any of his mates. I should get back to practicing. See ya.
Let's see. One of them was up here in that round. So that'd be my attack and something else.
You bet.
Thanks so much.
Huh? Heroic! Ah.
Till next time.
Bye, hon.
To all the Don't in lava. Careful. Be careful, little Hades. It is not water. It is water that you're going for a swim in. Oh god. Oh. Oh. Careful.
My keepsake.
Oh my god. Oh, oh that's like too scary. That's all too scary. Hermes. Yes, Hermes. My boy. Oh jeez. I thought you were a decoration.
Here they come. More.
Oh jeez. Nope. Dang.
It's downright chilly up here lately, cuz. We've Demeter to thank for that. Me, I try to stay out of her way. She doesn't think I'm of much help to her. Although, I'm sure she's warm to you, at least.
Recovery. 1% every second. Ooh, quick fix.
Godspeed.
Okay. Oh, hey, these are gonna fall.
Here goes nothing. In the name of Hades.
More money. More money. Oh, you. I am mad. I am very mad. The passion includes hearing heat, so their own blood runs cold, and petrifying anything with eyes. They even petrify themselves when especially endangered, returning to the earth to begin again their vicious cycle. Alright. Pomegranates. I would like a little bit of...
Good enough to eat. Stronger still.
Let's see. I wanted to, from Hermes specifically, when attack speed up.
Remember me?
Do you remember me? Yes. Get out of the lava, you hidden bastards. Oh, God.
Done bashing heads for now.
Restlessly watches over passage towards Elysium, devouring those shades who would dare see the comfort of that hallowed place. Whew.
Go no further, boy. I'm warning you.
Always
what,
my
Father?
team. Oh, God. I don't want to purge Crystal Beam. I want to purge the combo one. Because I don't really like it.
Get me out of here.
I have to pick it because I have to. Because prophecy and stuff. But fatalist. Okay.
May I help you?
Yeah, I don't like this.
More of you, huh? Good riddance. Time to fix up these fists.
Ooh, all of them new. Rush kick. The special becomes a flying kick that deals 40 base damage twice. Okay. Your dash upper deals 100 damage in an area. The thing was seen before in this one. Flying cutter. Hold special for longer charge up to 100 base damage. I want to be.
Power.
I want to kick. Also, I heard. Fish, fish.
Now. Another car.
Oh, the car. Whew. One sec.
Those tropes are not for you.
Yes, they are.
I expected more from the Exalted.
Cheers.
Cheers, father. Cheers. Yeah, no, without a... I gotta get rid of...
Nothing left here.
I should have sold one of them. I should have... I should sell the cast, honestly, by this point. Ow! That was a very wide arrow.
Delicious.
Hermes, please help me. Hermes, please help me.
Power of Thanatos. The haste of Hermes. You and me, butterfly ball. Farewell for now, sinister butterflies.
When did you get your hands on Malphon the Twin Fists? Hands in, I ought to say. I heard that one time Demeter, she smacked her father right square in the face with those. Bet you can probably relate.
I hope so. That's stronger with 50% chance to critical damage.
Aphrodite won't mind, will she?
Ow.
Have to keep going.
Tell me, stranger, if it pleases you. How is it you keep running into me? I thought this the remotest corner of Elysium.
The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld leave quite a bit to chance. I took our meetings merely for coincidence.
When chance is too far-fetched to be believed, then it's the fates at play. Or something else. I don't know whether to believe you, but I know that I want you to leave me now.
Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Let's go for a little bit more health.
Bright swords.
Oh boy. I thought when it said flying kick, I thought it meant like, you know, you fly forward with a kick. Not that I would, like, fly up with a kick. I'm just sad. You, come back. Come back here, witch. You can do this, little Hades.
Okay.
More max life, I guess. Because I want to go to the shop. Any Chinese? No Chinese. Okay, let's try and win this one.
Gentlemen.
Ooh.
I have recovered, as you can plainly see, monster, as has Asterius. And this time, we are filled with renewed vigor to destroy you utterly.
So we're locked in an endless cycle of violence, basically. I guess that's one way for you to pass the time here in this stodgy place.
You take that back about Elysium. Or better, I shall make you eat those careless, inappropriate remarks. Come, Asterius, to war!
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared and terrified. Oh, okay, did it.
That's all for today's show.
I shall see you outside.
Purge boons for coin.
Yeah, because I don't really like it. I'm sorry.
Feel cleaner already.
Ah, so much better. At least it feels so much better.
Done.
I hope it's on pick. It's fine if it's on pickup, and not like I don't have to complete it with that boon.
Almost out of here.
Ooh. Thank you.
What I need.
Am I really bound to either of them? No.
Random enchantments.
Rush kick, clock, kinetic. Kinetic launcher. Your special becomes a charge shot that deals 50 base damage. Okay. Second, Colossus Knuckle. While you using your attack, especially deals 30. Cool.
Not far from here, the dead begin their journey to their final resting place down in the depths below. And so the river boatman Charon often passes through.
Generous selection of his wares.
Hey, puppy.
Hey, boy. Not bad.
Oh. Shot 3 times. Interesting. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you won't. You will not poison me.
Not poisoned at the moment, thanks.
You still drink it, man. You don't get to say no thanks if you were really drank anti-poison.
Who's getting punched?
Oh no, you don't. No, you don't. Whew.
Fishing point.
Fish, 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 fish.
That's a bite. Another gap, huh? Here's the fee. Artemis, guide my hand.
Forget 300 more.
This one, I guess.
What did it take damage from? one of those rats just bite me? Oh,
Tasty, sort of.
don't let it go to waste. Ow. Ow. Whew. Upon demise, I'll go return to Charon. Also, they'll find it. Let me think real quick.
Should help keep me going.
Literally. Being a lot faster is good.
Oh, it's just a tiny vermin.
What? Is it go? What? I'm scared. Oh, jeez. There's a tiny rat that makes all the pulls. Jesus.
Need a cure.
Where is it?
No.
Christ almighty! What is this? This is dumb. This is stupid with two O's. Where is it? Gotta kill it. Jesus!
So vicious yet so tiny.
Oh, Hades and the Lake. No, I've read this one. Yeah. This is about the turtle souls. King vermin. Vermin, like men and dogs, are followers. Oftentimes it is the largest, most physically imposing of the pride that becomes the leader. But the size is not the only factor, and ultimately not a subsidy for ferocity of spirit. Whew.
Hear me on my authority. Not bad.
That was something.
Tasty.
Shiny.
I'm rich.
I'm rich. I'm rich.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
What is this stuff? A satyr sack. Cerberus just loves whatever this stuff is.
Satyr stuff.
Could check
Duh.
the passageways before I go.
Fine. Could. I really could, but I don't want to.
I'll take this one. Juicy.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of his attentions toward the satyr sack.
Cerberus is such a good boy.
Bye for now, boy.
I was impressed now that he's out again. Aw. Okay. 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 Let's try and do this. This has been oddly long of a playthrough today. For one session. For one game, I suppose. Ooh. Maybe because he would have died otherwise.
You now know that even if you are able to surpass me, you shall ultimately perish soon enough. And yet you still persist. Utterly senseless.
I found her, father, and I'm going to find Mother again. And again and again until I have some answers finally. She'd like some answers too, beginning with, why did you never tell her that I lived? You let her go and left.
Silence, boy. Save
Sorry.
all your ignorant and baseless accusations. You seem incapable of heeding my request that you not blather on about a matter you shall never understand. Then I shall save my breath for this fight.
Good. Shut up, old man. I'll teach you a goddamn lesson.
Darkness.
Oh, what? Ow. Darkness.
Honest darkness. To me, riches. Destroy my kin and an eternal torment to you if you speak of this. What?
Oh, that's a very wide attack, and I don't like it. Ow, ow.
Poseidon.
Darkness.
You mind your manners once you return to my hall.
Got me again, damn it.
Whoa! It's fun watching the poor sticks, you know? The ripples in the blood and everything, and sometimes somebody pops out of there like you. House staff and guests of honor? No one else. I sign them in and help make sure they have a pleasant stay.
Well, sign me in then. You've always been there for me, boy.
And apparently I was. Dang.
I found her, boy. My mother. Persephone, you remember her, don't you? She was pleased to hear about you. But I couldn't stay for long, and I have to find her again. So, guess I'll see you at the temple then.
The ghoulish features of the much reviled Hound of Hell all soften instantly upon the mention of a certain name.
Shit. What?
Briefly then, the monster is at peace.
Pardon that. Well, focus. There we go.
Hello. Pray tell me something, Zagreus. How is she lately, Eurydice, I mean. Her hair? Fall colors or full bloom? Her poise? As proud and supple as the oak?
She's all right, Orpheus. Seems comfortable within her little place in Asphodel. The only thing that seems to bother her at all is when I mention you. Is there nothing you can do to patch things up?
Alas, I cannot change the past, my friend. So no. As you can plainly see by now, I'm dead to her. Rightfully so, at that.
But that's just a technicality. I mean, you're here, she's there. So what if you're not breathing anymore? You have all eternity ahead of you. Don't you want to see her again?
Don't I want to see my Eurydice again? Why, yes. That more than anything, my friend. Provided she wanted to see me. I tried once to disturb her everlasting rest, as you well know. And that did not pan out as I had hoped.
You're not making this easy, Orpheus. Nix,
Really?
why did you never send word to Mother that I lived? You knew at least approximately where she went. You and Father, you could have spared her so much pain.
I swore a binding oath never to say, child. I have already circumvented it as much as can be done. Know that I acted with only her well-being in mind, as well as yours.
Yes. Zagreus, I heard Lord Hades served you with a pact of punishment. You must be very proud.
What, you mean the gigantic infernal contract reserved only for extraordinary circumstances? Yeah, I suppose I'm pleased that Father's gone to all that trouble just for me.
Well, when you're finished being smug about it, know that all of us are bound by its terms. You can force a lot of things to change if you're not careful.
A lot of things such as how you refuse to reason with your positively charming sisters, Meg.
The extreme measures condition. You wouldn't dare. Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
Anything for you, Meg.
Just making sure the lounge is squeaky clean.
Thank you, Dusa.
Bye for now.
Did you?
Look at what I caught, Chef. Totally worth it. I've come for questionable deals.
Brothers to Two Blood. Single brother. Two Blood. Yeah. Do you have anything? Okay, so what can do beer plunder and diamonds?
Night, protect me.
Right? Kelly? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, I didn't speak with,
Hey, room.
Hi, room. I didn't speak with Achilles. I didn't go to that side.
Achilles is off duty.
Anyone here? Please?
Within the recesses of the administrative chamber lies the elder sigil of the Master's house, a symbol of the fate-given authority to rule beneath the earth, and means by which to travel the entirety of all that dark domain.
Could never get that blasted thing to work for me.
Where'd that skull go?
How's it going?
What?
You know, pal, when you're not around and it's just me and all your weapons, I mean your infernal arms right over there, between us, they are making me a bit uncomfortable.
Can't blame you, mate. I wouldn't want to be stuck in a chamber with a bunch of legendary, quite possibly malevolent killing artifacts. Anything I can do?
Oh, I didn't mean it like a bad thing, boyo. The weirder you make those things, the more it gives me the shakes and keeps me hopping like this nice and steady till the next time you get back. So thanks.
Sure.
Oh, there goes my zoomy ship. Should. Which one?
This ought to be interesting.
So, little Hades, doubtless you have seen that we upon Olympus also lend our favor to the mighty Theseus, who bars your passage from Elysium. Now, don't you take it personally there, because our blessings go to all who deserve them. Although we try to save the best for you.
Oh, thank you. I want to find some
Might of the Sea.
hangover. Oh, I just launched them. Good time.
How many now? Phew.
I forgot. I was holding it down because I had the test before.
Mine now.
No. Now I don't. Okay. Gotta click, don't hold, click.
Power of Olympus.
The only one. Ooh. Fatalist.
Come on, then.
Nothing new. Breaking Slash. Your attack deals 300 damage to armor. Your attack restores 2 health per hit, but you have 6% less HP. Your attack deals 200 damage when striking close to range. Curse Slash. Yes. Oh. Getting more damage to armor would be nice, but healing? Active healing? Yes. The darkness, having taken root within, connects the bearer to the underworld, making them inseparable, almost one and the same. Those born in darkness must remain in darkness. It's the one of the underworld and indelible laws. Fish.
Come to me, fishies. Mine. Huzzah.
You are such a worker. Man, Zagreus, you're such a fucking dorcas.
You and me.
Come on.
Someday you'll gain the surface, Zagreus, and you shall see firsthand what mortal kind has wrought. You'll find it has some commonality with your domain.
Your attack strong inflicts gel. Special strong inflicts gel. You can't drop the crystal beam.
Cooled me off.
Careful. Careful, Zagreus. Careful, little Hades.
God's grant me strength.
This one. Supposedly it is also rich in something known as antioxidants, whatever those are, and whatever they are for. I'm a warrior, not a nutritionist.
Let me see. Might as well.
If only you had been there before, Dionysus.
Trusting yet of the Olympians for all their generosity. Perhaps you ought to let them know the truth about your journey's goal. They are vain, and think that it is them you seek.
I'll never get out of here if not for their help, but I can't let them know about Mother. She wants to remain hidden from them.
A difficult position to be in, son of Hades. The Olympians may not appreciate being misled, but you can trust that I shall keep your secret. I wish to see how your predicament plays out.
Thanks, Gales. Transport chambers. Chamber works to use like hidden. Upper seeking more gold. take the one that makes me deal more damage. Okay. Ooh. Careful.
See you.
Felt a shiver in the air just now, and that can only mean that chilly Demeter decided to give you a little help there, huh? Or maybe it's just cold. I mean, this is a mountaintop.
Oh, that's the only exit. Sure. Time for VOD, and the friend.
Ahoy! What's new of late?
Ahoy!
You ever meet Electo, Sisyphus? Fury Megara's nastier sister? We recently became acquainted, she and I.
Ah, fortunately I've not seen too much of her myself, Prince said. And based on everything that I've seen and heard, I'd like to keep it that way for a while. I hope she doesn't cause you too much trouble there. Got just the thing.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Bye now.
Bye.
That is far enough.
No, it isn't.
Then here we go.
I don't know what hit me there. Ow. It was something. Ow. Whatever it was, it needs to stop. 1 second. Oop.
Fine, go.
That's that.
Your attack.
Charon's shop.
Hey, Charon. Yes, I mean.
Guessing Electo? Electo.
I've got to admit, you're really frustrating, you know, Red Blood? What is it going to take to make you scream, hmm?
Why do you have to keep calling me Card Cat?
What, you mean to say Meg never told you? And here I thought you two were close.
Well, we'll find out. I've got plenty of ideas left I've been meaning to try.
Come on, come on. No. Oh. God, it feels too
She won't like
good
this.
to play with the sword.
Stygius shuddered as I picked it up.
Electo failed just as her sister did.
Nowhere to go but up.
How's everyone doing? I'm doing. Ooh. Gangbusters. I suppose. Also, I've been thinking.
Getting
while I was doing YouTube, I was planning to do it as serious, but the bundle for racial justice and equality, I believe, is the right order of the words there. I bought it to essentially play each game and do YouTube videos on it. I'm thinking of doing that on stream. I'm doing it on streams, and like however long it takes for me to play out to some extent a game, I will. There are 3 games currently that I had sadly put on pause essentially on YouTube. It is Night in the Woods, it is Celeste, and it is What's its name? A Long Hike. All of them very nice games. It's just like I'm thinking how to incorporate all of this together. So, if you have any ideas, do let me know. Hermes! Ah, my favorite. Is Hermes my favorite? Honestly, probably. What the shit? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ow.
From chaos has a new effect.
Another message from Olympus, boss. This goes, Zagreus, take absolutely all the time you need making your way to us. We know the going must be treacherous, and we assure you our support however long it takes. Oh, how about that?
Full speed attack speed.
Moving right along.
Fish. I heard fish. Fish.
Here, fishies. Right there. Slavog, go figure.
Ow! There's supposed to be a boss here, not just an enemy.
You've become a right accomplished vermin hunter, Zagreus. Maybe you'll get to use those skills against worthier creatures soon enough.
The hunt is on.
Yeah. It's more health. It's more health, and it's the thing to give people who like it. I took 1 damage.
All right.
Ow. That's a lot of life. It's a lot of life considering.
In the name of Hades.
Jester special. I don't. Yeah.
A worthy trade-off. Look, Eurydice, I promise not to bother you with this each time, but you should know your husband's shattered by what happened with the two of you. He's genuinely sorry, and he loves you very deeply still, I'm sure of it.
Oh God, Zacharias, you don't put yourself in like that. It's bad. It's a bad idea. Let him figure things out. Oh.
What am I supposed to do with that, Your Royal Majesty?
I don't know yet. Though you know what? You shouldn't take my word for it. You should take his.
Don't think I'll be running into him anytime soon, from what I understand. But you're the Hades kid. You want to pull some strings on our behalf? Go right ahead, I guess. But I won't hold my breath. Even if I could. Sure, here.
Wow, that's good.
Amazing. Great.
Take it
Bye.
easy.
You too. Jesus, my everything started chugging. Let's get our health to a more acceptable level.
Feeling stronger.
Diamonds.
I see you grew your heads back.
I don't know what that sound was. Whew, excuse me. Whew.
And don't come back.
Ooh. Please don't come back. Oh boy.
I trust you had a pleasant stay in Asphodel.
Nah. Thank you.
That's it for Asphodel. Check.
Fast frog boy. Come on.
Not now. What do we have here? More long spears.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it's killing things. So it's good.
More. Delicious.
Yeah, just more attack damage. Shot for another pomegranate. Yeah. Oh, excuse me a moment. Oh boy. You all get reverted to your initial form and never come back. Oh boy.
Power of the gods.
Yeah. This, which I don't use. I don't have a call. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Ooh.
We meet again, Short One, for further battle.
Short one? It's a low blow, sir. I thought you were the big honorable type.
You mock my sense of honor. Common tactic. Now prepare.
I thought you were done. You said I was strong. Did you lie?
Stand down. Thank you for sparring with me, Short One. I'm glad we've made a habit of it thus.
I'm not. I would rather we not fight
Cheers for
constantly.
the fight. In the name of Hades.
Yeah. Hermes! Yes. Oh no.
Next.
I wasn't looking. I was paying attention. Stay away from me. Bandage your bullets. Oh no. Ow. I tried so hard to avoid this.
Just what I wanted.
More times dash. More times dashes. No, more dashes. Coin. Excuse me. Just a little bit more to kind of mute myself for a second there. Now.
I'll take it.
It turns out that the beliefs were well found. The wild land of Nimia is perhaps well known for the monstrous lions led by the hero Heracles during one of his many labors, oft told still. The visage of this beast became a symbol of its prideful chariot riders, who trained so rigorously they believed they formed a bond with their own vessels of wood and bronze. It turns out that their beliefs were well founded. The Nemean chariots yet race across the moss and stonework of Elysium, competing endlessly, training for new competitions of their own design. An eternity of preparation for imaginary war, the best kind, I should think, which shall not take from them again their lives of kin, or kin. Ooh. I'll pass for now. Too many close quarter traps. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come on. Okay, but this was the last one. Okay. At least I don't feel as bad. I don't know what's with my playstyle. I don't know what's going on, but something is. And I'm not dying yet, so it's all good. Ooh, your attack deals bonus damage equal to 5% of your current gold. Not bad. So that means that I will spend money at the last Charon to get whatever it is that I need to get.
Stygius grows stronger.
But I will also get more money. Oh, no. Butterflies. No, you don't. There's more. Let me pass.
Nice.
Whew. Pomegranate.
Good enough to eat. Got some zest.
Oh, that flicker was not pleasant.
He returns! The monster has returned in a vainglorious attempt to wrest the title champion from me.
I don't want your title.
I couldn't care less about your title. Though, shouldn't you share it with a Minotaur? He's more than half the reason you've been in any trouble.
That is true.
You'll not drive a wedge between us, fiend. Asterius and I share a fraternal bond forged from the strongest bronze, nay, adamant. But you have caused us both offense, so die.
I don't have a cold, which is a major, like, unpleasantness here. Next, poor man.
Can I get some applause or something here?
The worst is yet to come, boy.
See you soon, Father. Out of here. In the bag.
Oh. Speaking of bags, time to get some sadder sacks.
I've reached the surface.
Just near. Fish?
Now, a scupper. Lots on offer here.
No, I do think that I really want to buy this, so I will.
All these tunnels.
The crystal consciousness lurking in the underworld are none too easily explained, and this is doubly the case when it comes to the serpentine forms residing beneath the upper temple's floors. What gave them such a shape and single-minded purpose is left for the imagination to decide, although the burst satyrs displayed on the surface seem to take up residence in the same spaces, and may well be to blame for their nuisances, as they are for many others.
Not poisoned at the moment, thanks.
You still drank it. Uh-oh. Don't get poisoned, don't get poisoned.
Doesn't taste like anything.
Just keep dashing, just keep dashing. Ow! Get out from under me! That's cheating! Oh no, don't hurt your loogies at me. Disgusting. No!
I hate this.
Where are you?
Olympus, I accept this message.
Special fixing over. Fixing over. Points around you. Go ahead and buy the blood.
Why not?
Money.
I bet it's in here.
Oh no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you freaking dare. A multitude of warriors decorate the brow of Grim Lord Hades, whose nature is unknown to anyone but him. But there are some concerns that even he cannot suppress. Take, for example, the dark movement of the satyr vermin worshippers residing in the temple gateway and at the surface of his realm. What they must want is yet unclear, but their hatred for Lord Hades is not. Efforts to exterminate the goat-faced fiends have proven unsuccessful to this point, for they reside restrictingly beyond even the Master's influence. What can they do, in turn, except to desecrate the Master's halls? Yet if the Master is uneasy, there must be a cause.
Hey, a satyr sack already. Much better. You hungry, Cerberus? I bet you are. Always a pleasure, Charon. Power of Olympus.
Prince Zagreus once more offers to Cerberus one of his favored sacks.
Okay.
I can go.
Cerberus left. He was... Okay. This might be a winning one. This might be a winning one. Even without a call. Wait, no, we do have a call. We have the poison call, the hangover call, whatever you want to call it.
One last bit of business to take care of, then.
Whew, snappy.
You know now what you're doing here is without any purpose whatsoever. Even if I don't slay you myself, you'll simply perish when you cross that threshold there. And yet you still persist.
Yes.
I do. Besides, making these treks helps pass the time during the ongoing underworld renovations, and I'll be in tip-top shape once they're complete.
Would that we had a little more support. The renovations could have been complete by now. As ever, you think only of yourself. But if you must insist like this, then you will find me waiting for you once you get here. Every single time. Don't your eyes deceive you, boy.
No, they don't. I see perfectly well your ugly mug.
What shall it take for you to stop this foolishness?
You know exactly what it's going to take.
What you desire is crushed.
Oh, I'm back to full.
Let's finish this.
We're not finished.
Again?
Even my wits don't want to.
Not yet.
Uh-oh.
Hungry for more, I see.
The stunning thing is very much an issue. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No. I send you home now with nothing to show for it.
Damn it! Damn it! Ah. Slightly quicker reaction. Slightly quicker behind that car. I would not have queued, but could have done it.
Welcome to the House of Hades. Glory and death.
See you, Hypnos.
It's a wonder that he's a master, that the master is so tolerant of this. Some may say it's because the master is oblivious to Hypnos, but it is my choice to think the master secretly and silently enjoys the bit of levity the fellow purposely or or inadvertently provides. Okay. Ooh.
Where'd Orpheus go? Achilles, if a friend of yours were in need of assistance, but the only way you could assist them was to somehow change the terms of an ancient pact Father probably forced on them, what would you do?
I would be very careful, above all. Do you understand, lad? I would not wish to make things any worse. How many pacts such as the one you're thinking of are buried back in the administrative chamber there? Even your father can't keep track. Although, Perhaps Nyx can.
Nyx, you're right. She knows everything. Wouldn't hurt to ask her, I suppose.
Just watch yourself.
Pet the dog.
Who's the best three-headed boy?
As is the law. You gotta pet him.
Nyx, I've come to know the god of swiftness, Hermes, though it seems to me he doesn't work directly with the others on Olympus. Do you know him well?
Lord Hermes is a point of contact, yes. Among Olympians, he works the closest with our operations here, and aids with shepherding the souls of the departed to our gates. Accept his help, for he is faithful to our cause.
I get it. Thank you, Nyx.
She and the Master do enjoy a sort of harmony, for even as he tends personally to the dead, she watches over the domain itself. They tolerate each other, in respect of one another's power.
I'm always at 110%.
Yeah.
Until next time.
You always are, you said.
This is my latest haul. Use them wisely, my friend. Anything good?
3 chthonic keys.
Good deal. Here's the fee. Meg?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Meg. Oh, I was not expecting company.
It's time!
Were you
It's
just
time!
casually snooping, or is there something I can help you with?
It's fucking time!
I was just leaving, Zagreus. Happened to be in the area, no thanks to you, and thought I'd go retrieve the last of my possessions. I have to say, you've really let this place go to hell.
She left. Great. Wonderful. I guess we'll just go back to killing each other repeatedly then.
I thought this was the thing where she would request something, and then, oh, I'm sad now. I was so hyped. One second. I'm gonna.
Ready, Exegriff? Let me see,
Let's see.
your past. Grant me the aspect of Eris.
You all right back there, pal?
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I need to try and reveal the aspect. On top.
Where's our court musician?
A little bit of a chunky frame rate there. Not sure why. Whew.
How am I looking?
Okay, I think for now this will be it. Oh God, I'm so sad that this wasn't that wasn't like the start of the quest, not the quest line as it were, but like the series of events which will lead to us smooching with Megara. I'm sad. But yeah, thank you everyone who watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.